And here we go again. The San Francisco 49ers have just added another very interesting piece to their team throughout the NFL draft, actually trading up to get him as well. The Eagles traded 86 to the 49ers for 94 and 132. So obviously this guy was higher up on their draft board. Didn't think they'd get to him, so they trade up for him. The 49ers are getting Dominick Puni. Didn't allow a single sack on 343 pass blocking attempts in 2023. Will step in here, add depth, but most importantly, a guy who could potentially be a starter down the line for the 49ers in the third round is really good value here. I actually really like this pick. Now, before we get into the video, before we talk a little bit more about Dominick Puni, do me a favor, hit that like button just so we can get this video out to more 49ers fans, but also subscribe to the channel if you're new. It's free, it doesn't cost anything, and we're going to be here all year long covering the 49ers, so make sure you guys join the family. But with that being said, let's dive into Dominick Puni. This is a really good addition, guys. He will eventually be an average starter, which I think is kind of wrong. I think he'd actually be a better starter. He's 6'5", 313 pounds, senior out of Kansas. Pretty good total score in the combine, 9th overall among guards. But the thing to look at, 2023 was a finalist for the Polynesian College Football Player of the Year, first team All Big 12 Conference, team starting left tackle. This man, let's look at his overview. So comparison is Dan Feeney, doesn't really matter, right? Guard prospect with good size, nimble feet, whose pass protection is ahead of his run blocking at this stage. So right away, you talk about Brock Purdy protecting him in the pocket, making sure he has enough time to get the ball to guys like Brandon Ayuk and Deebo Samuel and George Kittle, and now the new wide receiver from Florida, Ricky Parcell, I think his name is. Correct me if I'm wrong. But Puni has a proportional, well-built frame, but is much better on the move and playing with angles and positioning than he is at pushing defenders around. A guy that plays smart, he's talented, his IQ is up there, but not really someone who will bully you, right? Just someone who plays really solid, football along the offensive line, right? Puni plays with excellent feel for arm extension and maintains his feel for pass rushers. His mirror and hand placement, these are some things that are really interesting from him. He's got inconsistent body control that could be an issue for him in the NFL, but he appears to have a middle round value, which is pretty much where he went for late third round. I love it, right? Nimble feet, good posture, good footwork to slide, excels in timing up his hands, keeps a stiff punch extended. I think he just plays with good pace, man. Just good pace overall, good feel for the game, independent hands, handle counters, and spin moves well. I think this guy is very interesting. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't think he's going to be a day one starter, but again, I think he could be. I think he can compete in training camp, add competition, and add someone who can bring in some depth here to the San Francisco 49ers, who quite frankly were really good last year, right? Made it all the way. They can get back there. I think you always just want to find. You can never have too many offensive linemen, right? Especially with potential. I think this is a good pickup. Let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. Join the family, and I'll see you guys in the next 49ers breakdown. Peace.